Dear students, in this video we will see how to perform various operations on double linked list. So we have already seen single linked list program. So now we will see how insertion, deletion and traversing operations performed in a sorted double linked list. So a sorted double linked list is a double linked list, so in which all the information part is in ascending or descending order. So in our example, so all the nodes of the double linked list are organized in the ascending order of the number of the or roll number of the student. So these are the number and name. These two are the information parts of the nodes. So now to create or to start with double linked list, so first we have to create a node structure or a node segment by using a self-referential structure which contains two pointers, so that is LPTR and RPTR. So this is the general structure of the node. So this self-referential structure contains number, name as the information part, roll number and name of the student, and LPTR, RPTR. So LPTR, RPTR. So right pointer, left pointer. Left pointer always points to the previous node in the list, and RPTR always points to the right pointer in the list. And here the node is a defined data type of type node structure. So this is one typical example of the structure of double linked list. So in this double linked list there are 4 nodes. Each node contains some information part 10, 20, 30 and 40. So all these nodes are organized in ascending order of the information part 10, 20, 30 and 40. And if you observe, the previous pointer or LPTR of first node is null because it doesn't point any previous node, as it is the first node in the list. And like that, the next pointer of the last node is also null because as this is the last node, the right pointer doesn't point to any next node. So that is left pointer, right pointer. These two pointers are the pointers within the node. And if you observe left and right, these two are also pointers of type node. These two are pointer type nodes, node type pointers. So left pointer always points to the leftmost node in the list, and the left pointer is also called as head pointer or start pointer or left pointer. Like that, right pointer. So right pointer always points to rightmost node in the list, and it is also called as tail pointer or last pointer. So tail, last and right pointer. So always points to rightmost node. And left pointer or start pointer or head pointer always points to the first node in the list. And here if you observe 1000, so the previous address of the second node equals to 1000, previous address of the third node equals to 1002, previous address. So like that. And so next address, so 1002, so the first node pointing to second node, so the address of the second node is the RPTR of the first node. So this is the general structure of the double linked list. Now we will see how to perform insertion deletion operations one by one. So first we will see the main function. So in the main function, so we are taking all the cases, so that is insertion, deletion and traversing of the double linked list in both the directions, that is forward display and backward display. So based on the choice, we will select any one of the operation insertion. So case 1 insertion, 2 deletion, case 3 forward display, and case 4 backward display, B display, backward display of the double linked list. So based on the choice you entered, so in the switch statement it will select any one of the choice and then accordingly it will execute the corresponding function. So now we will see all the operations one by one. So this is the insertion operation. So before writing the code for the insertion, so first we have to see, to insert one node into already existing node. So first we have to check whether the linked list contains at least one node or not. If the linked list contains one node and you have to insert the new node before that node or after that node. So there are two cases. If the linked list contains single node, and in some cases the list doesn't contain any nodes, so that means double linked list, a list with zero number of nodes. In that case, this insertion function, so first we have to check whether the list contains nodes or not. If the list is empty, there is no node in the list, then the newly inserted node will be the single node in the list. As we have already seen, so left pointer always points to leftmost node and right pointer always points to rightmost node. So now we will see line by line. So here we are declaring P and PTR, two pointers. These two are of type node type, and we are creating memory for the node structure, and that node structure, so node structure means roll number, name, and LPTR, RPTR, and the complete node structure is pointed by P. So the base address is stored in the pointer P. Now P is pointing to the complete node structure. And enter roll number and name of the student. So suppose if you enter roll number of the student and name of the student, so that is P of roll number, so that is P of number, and P of name, so that is store number and name. Okay, so now we will see all the cases one by one. If left equals to null, what is the meaning of left? So left is a pointer which always points to the leftmost node. So if this condition is true, that means left equals to null. That means the double linked list does not contain any node. That means if the list is empty. If the list is empty, but we are writing the code for insertion operation, that means we are trying to insert one node. If the list is empty, the newly inserted node is the only node in the double linked list. So this will be the only node. So as this is the only node in the linked list, the left pointer and right pointer both are pointing to the same node, because this is the leftmost node and this is also the rightmost node. Okay, so in this case, so how we have to adjust the pointers? So left equals to right equals to P. So initially P is pointing to this node structure. Again now left is pointing to the same P. So left equals to P and right is also equals to P. So left is pointing to same node, right is also pointing to same node. So this is the first case. If this is not the case, means what? Left is not equals to null. If this condition is false, left is not equals to null means the double linked list contains at least one node. At least one node. So in that case, suppose if you want to insert a new node, then there are two cases. That means, so the double linked list contains one node. So you are going to insert one more node. So that newly inserted node must be inserted before the already existing node or after the already existing node. Here we have to take a decision based on the roll number. So for example, this is the already existing node in the linked list and this is the node which we are going to insert newly. Then we have to check the roll number value. So suppose the roll numbers are, so for example it is 10, it is 10, and the so already existing node contains some 20. So means so already existing node contains the roll number is 20 and our new node contains the roll number as 10, because the 10 becomes before 20. That's why we have to insert this new node. We have to insert this new node before 20. So how to insert this new node into this already existing double linked list? So we will see the line. So if you see the condition, if p number, so what is p number? So this is p number, that is 10. P number less than or equals to left number. What is the meaning of left number? So this is the left node pointing, left pointer always points to leftmost node. So the leftmost node number contains 20. So that means before the leftmost node we are going to insert the new node. So that is the case. So in that case, how to adjust the pointers or how to insert this node? After inserting this node in this linked list, this node will become first node and this node will become second node. So now we will see the pointer adjustments. So P of LPTR equals to null. So P of LPTR. So P of LPTR equals to null, because after insertion this will be the first node. That means so P of LPTR equals to null and P of RPTR equals to left. So P of RPTR equals to left. So that means if you place this address into this one, so this left is pointing to the second node. Now this RPTR is pointing to the second node. So like this. So this new link will be created. And third line is left of LPTR. So this is left of LPTR. So this one. So after insertion, so this node will become second node. So second node means the left pointer of the second node must point to the first node. What is the address of the first node? It is P. So that's why left of LPTR equals to P. Then by executing that statement, so it will create one more pointer. Then left equals to P. So now, so the two links, the forward link and backward links, these two links will be created. After that, after inserting this node into linked list, so we have to adjust the left pointer. So as I already told you that left pointer always points to leftmost node, right pointer always points to rightmost node. So after insertion, this will be the leftmost node and this will be the rightmost node. So now left should point to this one. So now we have to execute left equals to P. So that is left equals to P. Then so this link will be created. Left equals to this one. So this link will be created. Now left is pointing to this one and we are breaking this link, right? So now left is pointing to the leftmost node, right is pointing to the rightmost node, and 10 becomes 10 comes before the 20 and we are inserting the node at the beginning. So this is the case, insertion at the beginning. Okay, so this is the first case. If this is the not the case, that means suppose you are going to insert one node, that node contains the roll number as 30. So 30 comes after 20. That means you have to insert the new node after 20. That means we are going to insert the new node at the last position. So that is insertion at the beginning. So we have completed. Next case is insertion at the end. So how to insert one new node at the in the last position. So if p number greater than or equals to right number, so this is the new node, and this is the already existing double linked list. The double linked list contains 3 nodes. So for example, this is 10, and for example this is 20, and this is 30, and our new node or new roll number equals to 40. So in the ascending order, our new node comes after 30. That means we are going to insert the new node in the last position. So after this one, so the last position. So how to insert? So P of RPTR. So P of RPTR, after insertion, this will be the last node. That's why. So this, the RPTR of the last node must be null. So that's why P of RPTR equals to null. P of LPTR equals to right. So P of LPTR equals to right. That means this link, the reverse link, will be created. Okay. Next, third line, right of RPTR. So right of RPTR. So this should point to next node. That means what is the address of base address of the next node? That is P. Okay. So now this will be created. So this already created, this one, 2, and RPTR equals to null. Then right equals to P. So after insertion, this node will become rightmost node. Now this right is pointing to this one. Okay, so this is not like this one. So this node, and right is pointing to this one, last node, because left pointer points to leftmost node and right pointer points to rightmost node. So this is the third case, insertion at the beginning, insertion at the end. Now in the next slide we will see how to insert a new node in the middle. So for example, see, so this is the node roll number 10, and this is 20, and this is 30. Suppose if you want to insert the node 25. So 25 means, so this 25 will come in between 20 and 30. So we are going to insert this node in between 20 and 30. So now we will see how it will be inserted. Okay. So PTR of PTR equals to left RPTR. So this is left of RPTR. So left of RPTR is pointing to the second node. So that is equals to PTR. So it will create one pointer PTR, one temporary pointer. So this temporary pointer is pointing to second node. Initially it is pointing to second node. So with this line, and while PTR not equals to right, so this PTR is not equals to right pointer, and PTR number, what is PTR number? That is 20. 20 less than P of number. So what is P of number? So it is 25. So this condition is true. So this as this condition is true, PTR equals to PTR RPTR. Now this PTR will point to this one, second node. So now PTR is moving to the next node. So now this, so okay, so now PTR is pointing to this one. Then so this condition in the second loop, this condition will become false, because PTR is not equals to right, but here PTR is equals to right. So this condition is false. So now come to this line, p equals to rptr. So what is p? So p equals to, right, p of rptr. What is p of rptr? P of right pointer. So after insertion, this node will be inserted in between this one. So we have to break these two links and we have to create two more links. So p of rptr should point to ptr. So that is ptr. So this link will be created to this node. Okay, so with this line. And second line, p of lptr equals to, so p of lptr equals to how much? ptr of lptr. So ptr of lptr. So initially this pointer ptr of lptr is pointing to this node. So if you keep this address here, then it is pointing to previous node, this one. So we have created two links. So this is backward link and this is the forward link. And next, ptr of lptr of rptr. ptr of lptr, this is the lptr of rptr. So if you observe ptr of lptr of rptr, that means this one. So this pointer should point to the next node. What is the next node after insertion? This will be the next node. So that means it is p. So that's why it is p. So this right pointer points to this one. Okay, right. Next we have to create one more pointer. So that is backward from this node to this node. So that is ptr of lptr. ptr of lptr equals to p. Now this link will be created. Right. So one backward pointer, one forward and one backward pointer will be created. So like that. So we will insert the new node in between two nodes. So that is the third case. So this is about insertion of the new node into already existing nodes in three cases: at the beginning and at the end and in the middle. So you have to practice by taking some example, then you can easily understand all the three cases. And you take three or more number of nodes in a double linked list, then you can easily understand. So now we will see deletion operation. So how to delete? Okay, right. So before deletion, first we have to check one condition. So to delete a node from the double linked list, so the double linked list should have at least one node to delete. If the double linked list doesn't contain any node, or the list is empty, then it is not possible to remove or delete the node. So that's why first we have to check. Right. If left equals to null, if the left pointer equals to null, left equals to null means left pointer always points to leftmost node. If there is no leftmost node in the list, that means there is no list. The list doesn't contain any number of nodes or zero number of nodes. That means the list is empty. If the list is empty, then that is underflow condition and there is no chance of deleting the nodes because double linked list doesn't contain any node. So if this condition is false, then you have to ask the user which node you want to delete. Suppose first node or a middle node or a last node. So here we are deleting the node based on the roll number entered by the user. So here enter the roll number to be deleted. So which node you want to delete? That is 10. If the roll number equals to 10, then delete this one. If the roll number equals to 20, delete this one. So like that. So you have to take the roll number from the user, and so that is called as R number, roll number. So based on the roll number value, we are going to delete the nodes from the double linked list based on the roll number value that we will take from the user. Okay, so this is the first case. Okay, if roll number is less than left of number. What is left of number? So left is always points to leftmost node. Left of number. So our given roll number is less than. Less than means this is less than this one. Okay. So that is before the first node. Or roll number greater than right of number. So right of number means, so here this condition will check whether the entered roll number is less than the leftmost node or greater than the rightmost node. If the given roll number is less than the leftmost node and greater than the rightmost node, that means you have entered wrong number. That means the number not found, because you have entered the number which is less than the first node and which is greater than the last node. That means that number not found in the list. So we will not delete any node. If these two cases are not satisfied, then we will go to third condition. So what is the third condition? Okay. If roll number equals to left number. So what does it mean? If the entered roll number, so this is 10, 20 and 30. This is the already existing double linked list. Left is a pointer always pointing to the leftmost node. Right is a pointer that always points to the rightmost node. And so this roll number is the newly entered roll number. So this roll number equals to left number. So that means the left number, that is 10. So if the roll number equals to 10, then our target is we are going to delete this particular node. So delete the first node. So how to delete this first node? So if you follow all these three instructions, so that is PTR equals to left. So PTR equals to left. So what is PTR? So PTR is one node type pointer, that PTR equals to left. So create, so this is the pointer PTR that equals to left. So PTR is now pointing to the first node. Okay. If left equals to right, what is the meaning of left equals to right? So if you see in previous slide, so left equals to right means there is a single node in the double linked list. If there is a single node in the double linked list, if left equals to right equals to same, then you need to delete that single node in the double linked list, because the the double linked list contains only single node. Then left equals to null, right equal, after deletion left equals to null, right equals to null. So we will see the execution. So if left equals to right, then there is a single node in the double linked list. After deleting that single node from the double linked list, now the left becomes null and right becomes null, right? If this condition is false, right, then that means else, then we have to create this pointer. So like this, left equals to left RPTR. So left equals to left of RPTR. If you place this pointer, then this address, so it will directly pointing to the second node, because after deleting this one, left pointer should pointing to the second node, because after deletion the second node will become first node. That's why left always points to leftmost node. So left equals to left RPTR. And left of LPTR, so now left is pointing to this one, left of LPTR means this one, so that one equals to null. So that is null pointer. And you need to remove this one, so that is free PTR. Free PTR means by using free function we will deallocate the complete memory and all the pointers that are associated to this particular memory location. So all the LPTR, RPTR and the complete node will be added to the free memory or heap memory into your computer. So that is free PTR. So this is the first case, how to delete a first node. If this condition is false, that means roll number equals to left of number. If the roll number equals to 30, that means you need to delete last node. So if the roll number equals to right number. If the given roll number equals to right number, so right number means that is 30. That means we have to delete the last node. So how to delete the last node? After deleting the last node, this will become last node. So this will become last node means last node always points to sorry, pointed by right pointer. So we have to create this link, right? So how to create? PTR equals to right. So create one temporary pointer PTR, that PTR is pointing to right. So create one pointer PTR to the right node, and right equals to right LPTR. Right equals to right of LPTR. Previously LPTR is pointing to this node. Now right is pointing to the previous node. And right of RPTR. Okay. So now, so right of RPTR. What is the right of RPTR? Sorry, right is now pointing to this one. What is right of RPTR? So after deleting this node will become last node, and in a double linked list the RPTR of the last node must be null. So that's why it is null. So this is null. And free PTR. So now PTR is pointing to last node. If you execute free function on PTR, then it will remove the complete last node. So that is the second case, deletion at the end. Now we will see the third case, how to delete one node which is in the middle of the double linked list, right? So if you follow all these lines, so after deleting this one, so you have to create one, this RPTR points to the next node and the LPTR points to the previous node, and we are creating one temporary pointer PTR and execute free PTR, then it will remove this intermediate node successfully from the already existing node. So you just follow all these lines one by one, then you can easily remove this node. Okay, so you just follow all these lines. Okay, then so after insertion and deletion operations, now two more functions called forward display and backward display. So to display all the nodes or node values in the double linked list, so just take one temporary pointer PTR, right? And the temporary pointer, by using a loop called while PTR not equals to null, that PTR equals to PTR of right pointer. If you follow the right pointer of each node, then you can easily traverse the node information part one by one, and you, by using printf statement, we are printing PTR of number and PTR of name. So roll number and name of the student. So this is the forward display. And in the backward display, right, so first take the right pointer. So we are displaying or traversing the double linked list from the last position. So that means you have to follow right pointer. Okay, so first create one temporary pointer PTR, so that PTR equals to right, so that means last node, and PTR is following previous pointer, so that is left pointer if PTR equals to PTR. So starting from the last node, and you are traversing each node in backward direction. In this case, starting from the first node, so you have to traverse each node in the forward direction. So that is forward display and backward display. So this is about the complete double linked list operations, and by using this URL, so you will get this online C compiler, and write the complete code in the coding section in the middle box, and then here click on run button, then you will get the output in this box. So this is about all the operations. So creation of the double linked list, insertion in the 3 cases, deletion in the 3 cases, and forward display and backward display. Thank you very much.